Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with our daily advice for September 5th, 2017. Sorry for this being a little late. I think I'm going to have to do things a little different so that you have the dailies sooner rather than later. And it's raining fairly heavily outside and it's very, very dark, so I have a lamp on here, so that's why the lighting is a little off. But let's jump in here, look at the energies that surround us at this time and what we need to know about them in order to use them for our highest good. The first card that we have, representing the influence of the past on our current situation, we have the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords does talk about a difficult end to a difficult situation. It's something that, for some of us, it's something that kind of was dragged out on and on and on and on for weeks, months, even years. It's one of them situations where we know that we should end it, but we don't. Or we know that we should end it, but maybe we're trying not to see that. For others, this is something that comes as a closure to a difficult situation, whether we are ending it or someone else is ending it. It's not like we're not expecting it, or it's not like it takes us completely by shock. It would be something that we've seen the signs of beforehand, okay? It's not like the Tower energy where it just comes out of the blue. The Ten of Swords is we've seen it going in that direction for some time, or we've tried to end it for some time, or we've struggled with it and trying to figure out how to end it or how to get ourselves out of that situation for a while. So either way, it was difficult. It was very difficult. Came to an end. The ending wasn't pretty, but it's in the past, so it's done. It's over. Okay, and you can see in the background that the sun can now come out again. You know, it's starting to rise again. In today's energy, we have the Seven of Cups. So it's all about looking at our options after this difficult ending. It's about, okay, what do I want to do now? What would I like to do next? What would make me happy? And we're trying to follow our hearts more than our minds, because maybe we still have fears we haven't dealt with. Maybe we still have trauma that we haven't resolved. So we're trying to not overthink things. We're trying to just go for our intuition, what our intuition is telling us, what makes us happy, okay? But again, with the Seven of Cups, there's the guidance of, yes, go for what makes you happy, but try to think ahead. Try not to go for the here and now, because that's how you get caught up in a situation that you don't want to be in, like the Devil energy, because we go for the temptation, but we don't really think about the consequences. So the Seven of Cups is here to say, dream big today, envision what you want your next step to be, look at your options, and just let it sit with you and imagine what you could do with each of those options, rather than actually just going in and charging ahead when we don't have all the information really, okay? So the Seven of Cups is definitely a card that says envision today, okay? Visualize, pray, meditate, look at images, look at pictures of places you would like to go, look at pictures of houses that you would like to live in, look at images of what you would like in your life, whether it's, you know, happy people, pets, animals, someone completely healthy, whatever it is, just imagine it first, okay? Because that's how we really draw it in. So with the Seven of Cups, it's not necessarily a day for action. It is a day to envision what we want our next step to be, to daydream, okay, with the Seven of Cups. And to also remind ourselves that, yes, we're going for what would make us happy, but let's go for something that would make us happy for a while to come, okay? Not necessarily the overnight win, the overnight success, because even though, you know, it may be tempting, that rarely takes us in a good direction, okay? Because there's also an element of illusion and delusion with the Seven of Cups. So that's why I think that's where it's coming from for us today. Don't go for the here and now, don't go for the quick win, because you may actually get yourself involved in the same type of situation that you just got out of, okay? And the energy that we're moving into the energy of tomorrow, whether that is actual tomorrow or just the future, we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles says, once again, go for what gives you stability. There's a lot that we can accomplish. There's a lot that we can build. But again, we need to be wise with our investments, whether that is financial investments or investments of love, time, energy, money, health and well-being, positive thinking, anything, okay? Anything that we can invest. So we're asked to invest properly. We're asked to think ahead. What would we like to do next? And how could we go about it in a way that it brings us happiness and fulfillment for a long time to come? That it's not going to be here, that it's going to be something that's here today and gone tomorrow. With this energy of the Four of Pentacles, go for the stable thing. Go for something that gives you security, that gives you a strong foundation, that makes you feel safe. Okay, with the Four of Pentacles. And on the other hand, if today is all about imagining what could be, the Four of Pentacles says, don't hold yourself back because of what may have happened in the past. Okay? It's okay to dream. It's okay to think big. It's okay to envision what could be. You're just envisioning it. You're just thinking about it. You're just dreaming. It's not that you're thinking about something and just jumping into it, and then you can go back and think, oh, I was so foolish, and what did I do, or anything like that, and then just reinforce a fear that I shouldn't trust myself because I made bad decisions. Okay? Remember that the past with the Ten of Swords here, even though it's in the past and it's done and over with, it still has influence over us. Whether that means a fear we haven't processed, or trauma we haven't processed or released, or it's left us feeling closed off, or it's left us feeling like we shouldn't trust ourselves. Okay? So be aware of that. Keep it in the back of your mind that if we do start to dream about what could be, and then immediately what comes in is, oh, I think I'm just being silly, that would never happen to me, or that kind of stuff never happens to me, or yeah, well, I've made bad decisions in the past, so how do I know that I'm not going to be doing the same thing now? Please know that that is the ego talking, okay? And it's the mind that was taught or conditioned to think in those ways because we are trying to protect ourselves from a past trauma, from repeating a past trauma. So go for whatever makes you feel safe and secure. But don't stop yourself from dreaming today, okay? Don't let whatever happened in the past that was traumatic take away your ability to dream and hope, okay? And our guidance card for today is New Beginnings. Number 1, New Beginnings. So the fire is starting to come back, okay? It's not a full bright red yet, but it's starting to come back. This is the passion being re-sparked, okay? And we do that by allowing ourselves to dream, by allowing our creativity to come back to life. Because creativity comes when we feel free, or we feel free to do whatever we want. And if we have been dealing with traumas and difficult situations and challenging situations, what we do is start to close off because we feel the need to protect ourselves. And so closing off is the opposite energy that, creativity can flourish in. We need to feel free. We need to feel at ease in order to allow our creativity to speak and allow our creativity to create dreams, ideas, visions, plans, goals, wishes. Okay, so it's all about allowing that passion to be re-sparked. Start off slow, okay, so that we don't again go in the other extreme where we find ourselves in the devil energy, where, okay, well, I rushed into something, I didn't really know what I was doing, and now I feel like my hands are tied again. What am I going to do? Step by step, one step at a time, happy things, healthy things, and that's how we keep going in that right direction. Okay, but definitely allow creativity to spark today. Definitely allow for dreaming, for hoping. No limits. You can't put a limit on what you can dream of. or you shouldn't put a limit on what you can dream of. Dreaming doesn't cost anything, especially if you're dreaming of things that make you happy. That's definitely something that should be done. Okay? So no limits to dreaming and hoping. Envision what could be. Go for happy things. Go for things that are going to be happy for a while. Okay? And then we'll figure out how to get started tomorrow. Today is not a day to act on those dreams. Today is a day to just dream, to allow your mind to open up, to relax, to spark that creativity, to spark the heart chakra as well, because you hope, you dream, it makes you feel happy. You spark the heart chakra. And that's how we start. That's our new beginnings energy today. So, there we have it. That's our reading. I hope that it makes sense. I hope that it helps if you're dealing with these energies. Whenever we're coming out of a difficult ending, it is also very important that we process what happened so that we can take away the lesson, we can understand it, and then release it, okay? So that we don't feel fearful of trusting ourselves again, or we don't miss a lesson because we didn't take time to process it, and before you know it, we find ourselves in the same situation, okay? So it's very important not to run away from processing, even though it may be uncomfortable and it may be painful. What we do need to focus on is, okay, well, I'm out of it, it's over, so it can't hurt me anymore, but I really think I should learn from it. I really think I should look into it to see how I got there. What in me made me do that, think that, act that way, so that I understand that, so that I don't have to go through it again, okay? It takes strength and courage, but, if we manage to come out of the Ten of Swords situation, let me tell you, we do have strength and courage, okay? So, there we have it. That's our reading. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all your support. Let's have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Take care.